few laps here at Toledo Speedway, the glass city of Toledo, Ohio. Dalton Sargent continues to lead. He's led 152 laps so far. Make that 153 as he crosses the stripe. He's got 13 more to go.
We can see how much Harrison Burton gained while we were away at commercial break. He probably closed up that disadvantage in about half.
And those slower cars in front of them going to give him an opportunity to get even closer to the race leader. Making around Basham.
And there's Tommy Prater in the 9. Thomas is running in the 14th spot. Well, Harrison Burton is right there, coming down to 11 to go.
More traffic in front of them, too. Kim Burton cheering on her son. Now, down here, we've seen Sargent get way down underneath that white line. Doesn't seem to take the same line through 1 and 2. Yeah, that's the place to be over there in 3 and 4. You're not quite as low. You see the ripple strips down there in 1 and 2. All right, knowing all of that, here comes Harrison Burton right to the inside. He's alongside. Oh, they made some contact just as they were about to enter into turn 1. He had to settle for second place again. Now, he's got to get around Gerhardt's 5.
Looks like maybe Sargent's lost a little bit here, a little bit of grip here in these last few laps. Give Harrison Burton some clean racetrack. I think he's got a good shot at it.
Oh, he's pushing. He's leading. Here he comes inside. Harrison Burton making the move, taking the lead away from Dalton Sargent.
A little bit of a bump and run, and Sargent does the same thing. They're side by side.
Loosens him up, takes him up to the wall. Sargent back in the lead, but for how long? Here comes Harrison Burton clearing him as they come onto the backstretch. How aggressive will this race get with 6 to go?
We talked about it, how good that 28 car was on a long run. I didn't know if that was going to be a long enough run for him to make something happen with Dalton Sargent. And now he's driving away, Ralph.
He is. He by far has the stronger car. Sargent, who has been the dominant machine here all afternoon, his car's slowing down with 5 to go.
It looks like Finley probably has a better car right now than Sargent, but I don't think anybody is going to be a match for Burton.
Harrison Burton on his way to a big win here today.
Well, you never know about caution flags here. Remember, ARCA will not finish this race under caution no matter what.
Sargent trying to protect second place, trying to use some of those slower cars to keep Finley behind him as long as he can. Harrison Burton with those K&N wins and now potentially on the way to his first career ARCA victory.
Yeah, it just looks like the 77 has lost a little bit of that forward drive he had earlier in the race. Watch Finley gain on him through the center of the corner here. And off. 2 to go.
Harrison Burton with a 2.5 gap between him and the battle for second place. One lap to go here at Toledo.
Couple lap cars in front of Harrison Burton. He should be able to dispose of them fairly easily.
It has been a rainy weekend here at Toledo, but the sun is out bright and shining on Harrison Burton, who in his second career start gets his career first victory in the ARCA Racing Series presented by Menards here at the Menards 200 at Toledo.
There's Marty Lindley, crew chief, and one happy mother, Kim Burton.
Boy, and he earned it too. He drove the wheels off that 28 in that final green flag run.
He sure did. He had such a good car too. He needed that little bit of a long run, and we got that at the very end.